Hello, Taurus, and welcome to your weekly pick a card reading. We are doing something a little bit different this week. Before we get started, first of all, welcome to FireStar Tarot. I am Empress Egypt for those of you who are new. For those of you returning back, thank you so much for all of your love and support. I appreciate all of you guys. For those of you who are new, don't forget to, while you're here, subscribe to my channel by clicking the little box in this corner here, and it'll give you the option to subscribe. Click on that bitch and hit that bell to all so that you are notified when I upload or go live. So I have already obviously pre-shuffled off camera, and I have laid down 3 individual piles. Each pile is a message from Divine to my Taurians in regards to if they should take action towards this person and what action they should take. Okay, this is pile number 1. It is the Green Adventurine. We have pile number 2, which is the Opalite. And then we also have the Amethyst. So take a moment to pause the video if you need to and concentrate on which pile you feel like is drawn to you or which pile you feel that you are drawn to. There can be messages in multiple piles. So of course, it's your intuition. Understand. Pile 2, again, the Opalite, heart-shaped Opalite, and pile number 3, the Amethyst. I will put a timestamp down below in the comments, you guys, with the exact time for each one of these piles so that you guys can go straight to it. Okay, a few rules before we get started into the readings, you guys. The roles can be switched, so you guys, if you feel like the roles to be switched, just switch it. It's really easy. Don't try to make things fit. If it does resonate, let me know in the comments down below. Okay, let's go ahead and get into your reading. We're going to start with pile number 1. Okay, pile number 1, this is your reading. If you chose the Green Adventurine, then this message is for you. So we are going to be looking at the overall advice on the action that you should take towards this person with clarification. We will also be looking at y'all's connection, y'all's energy, the connection in your energy, as well as the current energy of your person and the current energy of you. Okay. So starting with your partner, we do have I honor animals with reverence. For you, we have my super attractor power comes from how I feel, my faith and love, and the joy I put out, as well as the universe is always conspiring to support me, guide me, and lead me compassionately towards the highest good. So your person is definitely in this energy of loving animals right now. Okay, they're very in touch with nature currently with their energies. This could have a lot to do with the pandemic and everybody being kind of sheltered in place, that kind of thing. But your person right now is currently in this energy of just wanting to connect with nature, wanting to connect with the animals, the trees, everything that has to do with nature, okay? And it's this sense of passionately wanting this, okay? The good, the bad, everything in nature. Your current energy is this sense of you can't believe it, but somehow things work out for you. Maybe not everything, but the things that have worked out for you in ways that you didn't know. For example, some things that you didn't think were good for you. It's this understanding now of knowing that even though you didn't think they were good for you during the moment, they ended up being great. Okay? So that's this sense of power you have. And this power radiates in your faith. This power radiates through joy that is put out on everybody around you. And it's a beautiful, beautiful energy to be in. It's like you're walking around saying, you know what? I know that regardless of the negative or the positives in life, I'm just going to be this happy ball of energy, and I'm going to put this positive energy out into the world. This is the vibe I'm picking up off of your energy, Taurian. All right, so let's take a look at your the connection between you guys, okay? We have the 7 of materials, the 8 of voices, the 3 of emotions in reverse, the Hierophant in reverse, the Ace of voices, as well as the High Priestess. It's the Priestess in this deck, but the Priestess in reverse. Give me a moment to tune into the energy. Okay. So starting out, the connection between you guys is there's a lot of effort and work that's been put into this relationship. It's this sense of really working hard on making sure that it worked, working hard on making sure that there was an equal give and take, working really hard on just holding this relationship together. I feel like there's a lot of effort that was put into this relationship, okay? A lot of effort. But not in a bad way. The 8 of voices. The 8 of voices is letting me know that the connection, there was a lot of thoughts between you two, and these thoughts made you feel trapped, okay? The thoughts you had and the thoughts they had. 2 different versions of thoughts. But both of you trapped in these thoughts, feeling trapped in the connection, feeling trapped in the relationship. There was this sense of not celebrating the relationship, maybe not going on dates, maybe not doing things to celebrate the hard work that you guys had put into the relationship. There was a lack of not learning from each other. There was a lack of not teaching each other. There wasn't a lineup in values. There was a lack of mental clarity in y'all's connection. There is a lack of mental clarity in your connection. All derived off of not trusting your intuition when it came to the connection. So let's find out the advice on how or what actions you should take towards this individual. We have the Princess of Pentacles, the Fool in reverse, the 6 of Wands in the upright, the 10 of Cups in the upright, the 10 of Swords in reverse, and the Queen of Swords in reverse. Give me a moment to tune into these energies. Okay. So with the Princess of Pentacles, I feel like you're still learning how to manifest, but you understand how to manifest. There's a sense of a new beginning when it comes to this manifestation and the cycles that you've completed to get to this manifestation. I do feel like the actions you need to take are to be a little bit less, taking just a chance on anybody you meet. Okay, Taurus? Meaning when you go in, you go all in. The Fool in reverse is telling you not to jump so quickly into this relationship or to jump in so quickly after going after whatever it is in this person that you see. The 6 of Wands. This is about victory. This is about winning the 10 of Cups. This is about you taking action to take the steps needed to get you to your 10 of Cups with this individual. Unfortunately, with the 10 of Swords here in reverse, it's this sense of an ending because of mental clarity. Queen of Swords at the end in reverse. This is not understanding your thoughts, not understanding why you don't have the answers you seek, why, this person has done this to you, or why this person isn't communicating with you, or why this person just isn't, frankly, taking action. There's a sense of mental clarity here that is needed. Clarifying with the Ace of Wands in reverse, the Three of Wands in reverse, and the Four of Wands. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. So I feel like the action that should be taken towards this person is a sense of you. I feel like the action that you need to take towards this person has to do with this mental clarity. I feel like you need this mental clarity with this individual before you can even, figure out if this is the relationship you want or a relationship worth having, okay? Clarifying with the Three of Wands. This is a weakness, okay? This lack of mental clarity is creating this huge weakness, which is going to create an unbalance, okay, Taurus? But you do need to think things through. Don't just jump into this, okay? These are the actions here. Don't jump into this situation. Don't just go forward towards this Ten of Cups without getting mental clarity. You need to take action on mental clarity, okay? You need to perfect what is an illusion, what isn't, what is a negative, what is a positive. You need to evaluate this here, okay? When it comes to your thoughts about this individual, your thoughts about the relationship and the connection, you need to make sure, okay? Because these can become weaknesses. You need to look at the weaknesses in this individual, not just the positives. The Four of Wands, Lord of perfected work. Again, you've worked on this, and you've worked on this really hard. This is perfected, okay? This is the Ten of Cups. There is full abundance here. There is abundance of love, abundance of romance, abundance of relationship, partnership. But there's a lack of passion. It's saying to take a lack of passion, okay, Taurus? It's saying to not just rush into this. Don't be the fool. Think things through, okay? This, in return, will give you the strength that you need. Because right now, if you take action, okay, if you take action towards this individual, communication, if you take control of the situation here, okay, if you go after and win with this lack of mental clarity, something you're not seeing that's making you weak, this is not going to work out. Does that make sense? You have to understand that in order to fully be able to have mental clarity, you have to see the weaknesses in this person. So the action you need to take towards this person is start making a list of the negatives, not just the positives. I feel like you're really holding on to the work that was put into this connection. And because of that, it is creating a lack of mental clarity. So I feel like Spirit's telling you right now, you need to not be the fool. Don't take that leap of faith yet. Get a hold of your mental thoughts. Get the mental clarity you need by pointing out the weaknesses in this individual. Weigh out the negatives and positives. The negatives and positives, okay? So let's take a look here. Let's get some few cards for your energy and their energy. All right, Spirit, show me what I need to see. We're going to do your energy first. Although that is love in reverse, okay? A few cards flipped over too. Let me go through the deck really quick. I think that was it. I just want to make sure that was it here. Okay. So for you so far, we do have love in reverse, karmic relationship, and the sword and rose. Let's pull a few for your person's energy as well. We have the runner, Runner in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy, listening to ego. They're not following their heart. This is why you don't have a sense of mental clarity, because they don't. Okay, they're running from what could potentially be the Ten of Cups, what could potentially be the best relationship ever. Abundance, right? Palm tree, stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, flexibility. Spirit, show me what we need to see when it comes to this person's energy. One more time, please. We have photograph. Okay, that's it. And we also have Cupid's arrow. Okay, so for your energy, we have love in reverse, unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, and attraction. There's definitely a lack of this, okay? Your energy feels like this is a karmic relationship. You've received the mental clarity you need. So I do see you getting over this. I see you taking action to get the mental clarity. I see you evaluating the negatives in this individual as well as the positive. Make sure there's an equal balance. Clearly, if you're looking at this individual and the negatives outweigh the positives, that's your answer, okay? But be realistic with what it is that you choose to, you know, when you're figuring this out in your mind or on paper or whatever it is, make sure that you're being honest and truthful with yourself. Don't put the things that you want to believe, put the things that are reality. This will give you the clarity and the truth that you need, like I said. And you need to do this with force and honor. Protect yourself and protect your power. Your individual, because you will be working on yourself, your person's energy, right? They know that they're the runner. They know that they run away from this problems. It's a codependency, right? It's this fear of intimacy. It's because they let their ego get the best of them. They think they deserve the best. They're afraid to settle down because there's always a better option. Let me be point blank. There's always a better option, okay? There always is. But just as much as this person thinks there's a better option, there's a better option for you too, okay? This person does look at your photos. This person is looking at you. You know, they do miss you. They are kind of like in this mindset of, damn, I fucked up. And they do want to make new memories with you, of course. They think about this. There is this sense of stability with your person, and they want this sense of stability too. I think they want this sense of stability within themselves, okay? And they're having faith in this connection. They really are. They're having faith. And I think because of this, it'll pull them out of this, and I think they'll find love. And I even think for you, I don't see that you guys are literally like that kind of connection. I feel like this was a lesson for you to learn with this individual, for you to have the mental clarity to trust yourself, right? To trust in the universe, to become joy, put that faith in love, become that joy, become that light, right? Be the light for others, shine the way. And I feel like this was a karmic relationship for you, and you were made to shine the light on this individual so that this individual could see their issues with running away, their issues with being caught up in their own ego, okay? Love's going to come down. Cupid's going to come down and shoot that arrow at them, and they're going to fall in love with you hardcore. The runner will become the chaser, best believe. But remember, this was a karmic relationship for you to learn from, Taurus. Straight up, for you to learn. If you go back to this, it is still a karmic relationship. You will still have these issues. It's just that the mental clarity you need will be blinded by your desire and want for possibly something else. I hope that makes sense for you, Taurus, pile number 1. This was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. We're going to now get into pile number 2. I do have a few cards on the table, so it is going to take me just a quick second. I do not edit my videos, you guys. For me, I just feel like it loses the authenticity, okay? So not knocking other readers who do edit their stuff, but I am a mother. I am a healer. I am a wife, or a girlfriend, not even a wife. I'll say a girlfriend. So I have a lot going on, okay, and just everything else that goes on in life. So again, I don't have time to edit, so, and it kind of takes the authenticity away. All right, so we're going to go on to pile 2. All right, pile number 2, this is your reading. You chose the amethyst. So we are going to be tapping into your energies as well as your person's energy, where they're at and where you're at. We're also going to be looking at the connection between you two and the advice, okay, what action you should take towards them. Let's go ahead and start with your energy and their energy first. They received 2 cards. I embrace the all, and I follow my inner guidance. So I feel like your person is very in tune with their spiritual side. They could be religious. They trust their intuition. They know that there is a higher form, and they really trust in this and believe in this, okay? Call it the universe, call it divine, call it the ethers, call it whatever you want to call it, but they embrace everything. This is why I say they're more spiritual than religious. I feel like they were religious and they kind of advanced and became very spiritual, and they accept all religion. I actually relate to this individual a lot. I have dabbed into so much religion that I just believe in all of it. I believe all of them are stories that are told and passed down onto us so that we have the understanding of something higher. Whether you call it one thing or the other, it's all the same. Now, within means, okay? There's a lot of other stuff too. There's a lot of more details. That's just kind of the overall feel, okay? So again, your person is someone who is very intuitive, someone who trusts in the higher, right? In the higher self, in the higher being, in the higher divine. So I feel like you do have a divine, whether this is masculine or feminine, it's kind of hard to say, but they're definitely divine, okay? Your energy, you received 2 cards as well. We have believing in spiritual guidance gives me certainty and the freedom to keep dreaming, even when I can't yet see the result. That is beautiful. We also have, I accept the good things come easily, and I am a super attractor. Okay, this means you are positive and you attract that superpower of being just attractive, right? It's this positive energy, okay, Taurus? It's this positive energy. Even in your negative moments, you're just kind of like, you know what? I'm not really feeling it, but all right, let's do this damn thing, right? It's that kind of energy. It's just even in the negative moments, still positive. And again, you have this same divine intuition where you trust your spiritual, whether you call them guardian angels, spirit guides, divine connection, whatever it is that you refer to. It's this connection. It's this spiritual growth that you know is just there, right? And this is what gives you a sense of fire energy. Okay, even though you're an earth sign Taurus, definitely check your chart placements. I have put it in the description box down below. Check your birth chart. You do need to know your date of birth, and it will be long, but read it all. It's totally worth it. Understand your placement, not just sun. Most people are familiar with their sun signs, but we also have moon signs and Mercury and Mars. It goes on and on and on. So it's just important to understand your placement because other zodiac signs might actually have messages for you as well. So again, you're just this individual that is intuitive, understands that if you want the right results, you have to dream. And in order to be able to dream, you have to understand, that you're okay, you're good because divine's got you. All right. So let's take a look at your connection, y'all's connection, and the energy in this connection. We have the Hanged Muse in reverse. We have the Muse of Materials. We have 2 of Emotions in reverse. Wow. We have the Muse of Inspiration. We also have the Page of Inspiration in reverse, as well as the Knight of Voices in reverse. Interesting. So we do have 2 really strong cards. Clearly not major arcana, but very important cards here, okay? We have the power of material possessions, earthly possessions, and then we have the power of dreaming, the power of passion, the power of adventure and creativity. So these are very strong powers that each of you possess And in the connection together, this is an amazing balance. Now, clearly, there's more elements that are needed, but two of the elements are definitely here between you two in the connection, which is beautiful. One of you is very passionate, and the other one of you is an earth sign. Again, this is lining up with you. Taurus being an earth sign, this is your card, the power of manifestation, the power of hard work, putting in the work when it's needed, and because of this, you create in abundance, right? Your person could be a fire sign, could be fire element, very passionate. Again, this is the power of passion, the power of romance, the power of adventure, creativity, inspiration, where dreams begin, okay? So for y'all's connection, this is very good power for each of you guys to hold, right? I feel like right now, currently, your relationship is just not going anywhere, okay? And I feel like a lot of whatever this is happening, whatever has caused this disunion, it's kind of making you doubt divine, whether this is them or you. It's this sense of not trusting divine when it comes to love, when it comes to yourself. Make sense? So yes, you know divine's got you, right? You know that you dream, and because you're able to dream with this connection, you can manifest, right? Obviously, Taurus, you can manifest. But it's this sense of when it comes to manifesting love, okay, two of emotions, two of cups in reverse. When it comes to manifesting love between you guys, it's not there. It's stagnant. You're not trusting divine when it comes to this connection, okay? And this is on both parts. The page of inspiration in the reverse, okay? This is a sense of communicating about these passions, communicating about what it is that you need, whether this is sexually, romantically, just communicating when it comes to what it is that your heart desires and what it is that makes you happy, even outside of the relationship. There's this lack of creation, right? There's this lack of communication when it comes to creation. The Knight of Voices. I feel like there is a sense of action as well, okay? It's like somebody wants to come, or both of you guys want to come together. I feel it. It's this sense of wanting to communicate, but just not knowing how. All right, let's look at what action you should take towards this individual, and of course, clarifying. We have the Six of Cups in reverse, the Knight of Cups in reverse, the Magician in reverse, the King of Cups in reverse, as well as the Two of Swords. Give me a moment to tune into the energy. Okay. So all in all, I feel like the actions that you need to take is kind of more of a, how can I explain this? Sorry, I hear my dog crying somewhere. I need to make sure one of the girls didn't leave her locked in her closet or something. So the King of Cups, sorry, I didn't mean to get distracted, you guys. King of Cups, I feel like there's this lack on his half, okay? Or on the masculine's half here. This person has had a block, clearly with the Muse of Inspiration. They're a passionate individual, but I feel like they weren't passionate towards you, okay? There was a lack of romance, a lack of sensuality, a lack of sensitivity, a lack of creativity when it came to the effort from your person to you. And I feel like there was not a give and take in this connection. Yes, this person was very powerful in the creative way, but they weren't with you. You were really powerful when it came to manifesting this relationship, but there wasn't an equal give and take here. Again, the disunion, the Six of Cups. This is a soulmate connection, but both being in the reverse, I feel like this is a karmic soulmate relationship. Excuse me. Soulmates and relationships, karmic. There can be good soulmate connections and bad soulmate connections. Well, actually, let me take that back, because there's not a bad soulmate connection. It's just that sometimes we get blinded thinking that because it's not what we want, that it must. It's like we get so caught up in the things that aren't working for us in the moment that we don't see the reward in the end. So we get caught up in the moment, the current, instead of understanding that, hey, there could be something better coming, or this is for a reason. You know what I mean? We learn by going through things, clearly. But again, it's this sense of a soulmate connection, okay, but a disunion, major disunion. So I feel like you're taking action to separate yourself from this individual, or you need to take a step back. You need to separate yourself from this individual. King of Cups in reverse, Knight of Cups in reverse, right? Again, by you taking action and separating yourself from this individual, this person goes backwards a little bit, right? And it's like you start to see this person as not as loving, or just a little immature with love. Not only immature with love, but it's like there's this sense of just kind of all over the place with love, okay? Not having a sense of, you know what, let me clarify, because I'm with the Magician next to it, it's a little bit tricky, but let me, we have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, the Five of Pentacles in the upright, the Last Judgment, okay, makes sense. And then the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, yeah. So it's this sense of not, okay, let me break this down for you, because you are earthly possession, right, Taurus? You're grounded, you're a hard worker, okay? So the actions for you are going to be a little hard here, especially if you want this individual who is passionate, okay? Because as long as there's not, you know, this person's not in love with somebody else, you know, as long as this person's not in a connection, and even so, if this person's in a connection, doesn't mean that they can't change. So for a moment, it's like you need to kind of ignore this person just for a second here, okay? Because if you really want this, if you fix yourself, this can come, whether it's with this individual or not, okay? But you as an earthly grounded person, it's important to understand that you need to not be so grounded here, okay? Sometimes being so grounded, Taurus, you can come off as really strong, and sometimes this can intimidate people, okay? Let's be honest, you're stubborn, and it's not stubborn in a bad way. It's that you stay stubborn in the things that your heart or your mind think you should. And it's great. This is why you can manifest so well, because you are so grounded and stubborn. It's not stubborn in the sense of, you know, negative stubbornness. Well, it can be, again, because it's the equal balance and give and take of everything. But it's this sense of you are being in the negative when you're being so grounded as to be that bull. Every now and then you kind of have to lift or release, you know, a little bit here. Again, I feel like the action you need to take towards this person involves you, okay? You need to take action and stay in separation. You need to be immature when it comes to love a little bit here, okay? You don't want to take all the love in, okay? But you need to be a little bit immature here with this love. And what I mean by this is you need to it's like this sense of, how can I explain it? I'm having a hard time explaining what I'm trying to think of, you guys. I'm so sorry. Divine made this decision, okay? Divine made this decision to separate this because they wanted you to see that you need to stop using your power of manifestation and your power, the Magician in reverse, your power of using the things around you to get the things that you need. Not manipulation, okay, but kind of borderline. It's like you're so grounded, Taurus, and you're so there when it comes to manifestation that you manifested this relationship because you wanted this passionate romance, right? or you fell in love with this individual because of this passion. It was something that you lacked in your life. You wanted love, you wanted romance, you wanted sensitivity, you wanted creativity, you wanted this in your life. You needed this spark of fire in your life. You manifested it because why, Taurus? You're an earth sign. You have the power to manifest. You use the things around you to manifest. You understand the way this works. Most people don't. But because of that, I feel like Spirit's trying to tell you, hey, stop using these things so much. Yeah, most definitely. Again, the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. This is being successful, clarifying with being successful. Yes. The relationship was successful because you manifested this relationship. The Five of Pentacles, material trouble. Well, yeah, of course. You're a grounded individual. You manifest. But if you put your faith into this without fully understanding what it is that you need, this person can take from your manifestation. So the decision was made. You already made the decision. Seeking this advice or not, you made the decision, and that decision was to not evaluate, okay, to not evaluate this anymore. You had some sense, you need to take some sense of mental clarity. Does that make sense? You need to understand that if you want this to work, you need to step back a little bit when it comes to your power, okay? Just as much as this person needs to work on themselves. But before I get into it anymore, let's go ahead and pull some more oracle cards here. I want to get some for your energy and some for your partner's energy. We have the boat upright already. We have healthy choices, the boat. What's going on with my cards here? Get a few more, Spirit, for my Taurus's energy. Thank you. Anything else, Spirit? All right, so clearly we have, breakup, the axe, right? Cutting things out that no longer serve you. We have a heart with key, welcome love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together, right? The House of Cards, yeah, perfect. Okay, so I feel like you were supposed to learn from this individual in a way where it was like, okay, you have to understand that, yeah, you have the mental clarity you need with this individual, okay? You know that you need to stop kind of using the things in your power of manifestation, right? You need to stop using that to attract things, okay? Because these things might not be good for you. Healthy choices, right? Making healthy choices in love and life, self-love, self-care, and being happy. You allow this person to come in because they lit that spark without fully understanding what that was that you manifested in. So this breakup, this separation, it's like, it just has you feeling, it's not that you don't trust yourself, right? But it's like you received what you needed to be able to move on, to get your closure. This is the action that's needed. You need to move on. You need to get closure. Why? Because once you do, you have welcoming love. Then you have the option of meeting somebody new because you've taken the action, okay, to stop manifesting things that might not serve you. You manifested this. There's a separation here. There's heartbreak here because, believe it or not, you allowed this person in your life, and this person wasn't who they thought you were. And so there's this blockage because you're still holding on to something that's not good for you, something that was made for you to learn. Again, healthy choices, making the right choices here. But it's telling you, once you accept this and once you work on this, then you can welcome new love in, right? But we also have the Hand of Cards, which is telling me to tell you to not, when you do meet somebody, don't tell them everything from the get-go, all right? Keep your cards hidden. Yes, explain a little bit, but don't show all your cards. Don't expose all of your cards, okay? That's exactly what the Hand of Cards means. Don't tell them everything. Don't. Get to know this person before you manifest them in. Be guarded with who you allow in. All right, let's focus on some energy for your person that you clicked on this video for, the person you're here for. These cards, I'm so sorry. We have photograph. So they are looking at you. They are in a little bit of nostalgia. Maybe they realize they made the wrong decision. They do want to make new memories with you, but it's this sense, whoa, that was way too many cards, you guys. Sorry. But I am taking these two over here. We have a ring on, sorry. My goodness, I'm so sorry, Taurus. We have keys on a ring, photograph, and paradise. Many options, okay? You're not the only options. You manifested somebody that wasn't ready. They're looking at you, of course. They made a mistake. They realize there's something wrong. You're going to teach this person something, so don't worry about it. But there is this sense of happiness, joy, and playfulness when it comes to them enjoying all of their options. There's something about them that is like, it's this sense of just, yeah, I'm crazy. They love themselves a lot here, okay? And this love for themselves, this oneness that they have, this inner guidance, it's kind of like ego. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not saying that this person's bad, just saying that right now they're in their own ego. They have many options. Yeah, they're looking at you, but they're in a relationship with somebody else, or there's another connection with somebody else, okay? And they're happy like that. They're happy being selfish here. They're happy having all of their options. You were a one-night stand to them, okay? I hate to tell you this. I really do, Taurus, but it is what it is, and I don't sugarcoat shit, all right? So with that being said, your overall advice, what action you should take, okay? And I'm not a professional here. You know, this is just a different way for you to look at things. And hopefully it resonates with you and you take something from here and you learn. But I think the most important thing here for you is to make healthy choices when it comes to who you're bringing in, okay? We know you're the magician, Taurus, okay? We know you're the Hierophant, Taurus. We know you're the Empress and the High Priestess. We know that you can get things that you need. You work hard for them, you know? But again, this disunion when it comes to love, when it comes to this soulmate connection, is because you allowed this connection to come in, okay? This was a soulmate connection for you to learn and understand that the things that you want and you go after, the things that you manifest, you have to make sure that what you're manifesting is something that you truly actually want. Don't be blinded by just the outer appearance. Make sure that you're focusing on not only the goods that you see in somebody, but the negatives too. You have to see those negatives in order to be able to get a better understanding of who somebody is, okay? All right, so pile number 2, that is it for you. I will see you guys next week. Oh, don't also forget to let me know down below how this did resonate for you. All right, pile number 3, if you chose the opalite, this is your reading. So a few things really quick. If this does resonate with you, let me know in the comments down below how it does and how it relates to your personal life. We're going to be looking at your person's energy, the connection between you, what action you should take towards them with clarification, and your energy. Your energy right now, when I'm patient, I let the universe do for me what I cannot do for myself. Giving it to God, giving it to the higher ups. You're putting faith in something else than yourself, which is great because once you release this control, things become easier and more at peace. Your partner's current energy, or the person you're thinking of, the person that is on your mind. I act respectfully of others. I spread joy. All right. This is what Spirit says they are, so let's see. I feel like this person does respect others, okay? Maybe this is why you have such an attachment towards their energy, because you see them as being respectful. You see the equal give and take when it comes to respect with this individual. And because of that, it's this joy being spread. It's this positive energy because you see that they're willing to do things for people, but they're also willing to do the same thing for themselves. So this creates this sense of joy. not only joy in their harmony, you know, but joy in the harmony around others as well that are involved in them or around them. Okay, so let's take a look at y'all's connection as a couple, y'all's energy as two. Give me a moment to tune into the energy. Okay. We have the Four of Emotions, the Ace of Inspiration, the Wheel of Fortune, which is the wheel in reverse. We have the Page of Materials, and we also have the Ten of Inspiration. Wow. Okay. So I feel like y'all's connection, there's been a lot of heartbreak. There's a lot of missing, yearning, and wanting. I feel like there's definitely a separation here, a disunion. But I feel this power of creativity, this power of passion, this power, this fuel, this fire that's still burning deeply between each other. I feel like there's sadness because of this separation. Okay? I feel like there's this sense of not accepting the accomplishments and not accepting the failures in this relationship. Okay? It's this sense of not understanding that there's something to be learned with the disunion or union. Okay? I feel like the connection, it's this sense of yearning communication. Taurus, this is kind of the same energy just from pile one and pile two. Not the same read, just the same kind of energy, this energy of wanting to communicate. And I believe it was pile one, not pile two. Pile two doesn't need to communicate with their person, okay? But for you, it's this sense of, and them, it's this sense of wanting to communicate, or maybe one of you or the other of you, but there is this sense of communication coming through, wanting, yearning communication, wanting to talk, wanting to touch, wanting to be there and feel them and them be in your presence, and vice versa, possibly, or roles switched. But there's an ending in this connection, an ending that that both of you felt defeated from. This connection was draining, okay? This connection was very, very emotional, and so it ends up becoming a very painful ending, okay? Again, with the Four of Emotions and the Ten of Inspiration in reverse. This is this sense of a lot of heartbreak, a lot of struggling in this connection, a lack of communication, a lack of understanding when it comes to the failures in the relationship and the accomplishments, not just one or the other. I feel it more towards one, more towards the negatives, but it's still about the same. But there is this power in this connection, this power of wanting more and wanting a new beginning. So let's take a look at how you should handle this situation, what action you should take towards this person, and clarifying, and then we'll get into some overall advice from Oracle, from Spirit. All right, so what action should you take? We have the Temperance in reverse, the Chariot in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune under the Wheel of Fortune in reverse again. Wow. The Sun in the upright, the Emperor in the upright, the Six of Pentacles in the upright, and the Hierophant. Wow. Clarifying with the Knight of Swords, Temperance in the upright, Eight of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, and the King of Wands in reverse. Interesting. Give me a moment to tune into this energy, please. Okay. So I feel like the action that you need to take has already been made, and it was made for you. You didn't make this decision. It was made for you. And decision that was made, it takes a long time. Okay, let me take this back. I feel like you need to make a decision here. And I feel like taking the time that you need to make this decision is of most importance, okay? Because it's this back and forth feel of the decision being made, the decision being made for you, okay? So it's like, it's either you're going to do it here or divine's going to step in and do it. But it's this sense of slow and steady wins the race, okay? Double wheel of fortune, not looking back at your accomplishments, not looking back at your failures, but focusing on your failures only, straight up. It's like you're looking at, oh, this person, this didn't happen. I should have done this. I should have done that. I should have done this. You know, the why me, the why me, the why me. When I see the Wheel of Fortune twice, I feel like it's the pity party in your head. Not saying that that's what it is, but that's the feeling that you have inside your head, right? Inside your heart, the why me, the why me. So I feel like Spirit saying, take the time that you need and take all that time that you need, right? That's what's going to bring you happiness. And I see you taking this action towards this happiness. The action you need to take is to slow down. Slow down when it comes to your negative thoughts in your head, the failures that you are so caught up on, okay, in this connection. Look at the accomplishments from this connection, regardless if you guys communicate or not, regardless if you guys come back together or not, regardless if this person comes to you, period. Focus on the accomplishments out of it. What did you learn from this relationship? What did it teach you? What did you learn? What is it that you want and you don't want? This is what is bringing you happiness. This is the action you're going to take. This action is towards this Emperor, okay? This is a positive ending here. Positive ending. It's like once you get a hold of these actions, Spirit steps in. Divine steps in. It's like, again, the battling for you to make the decision, and then finally Spirit comes in and makes the decision. Spirit makes this decision because you chose to be happy. You chose to understand something here, and divine shows you because you chose to learn and understand what it was. Remember, slow, Taurus, very slow, but that's okay. Be the turtle. It's an equal give and take here, okay? I get you're caught up in your head right now over this separation, but understand, if you're hurting, this person's hurting too. They may not show it, but it's an equal give and take here, okay? So if you're in your head, they're in their head here. It's that kind of connection, okay? This is a connection to make you learn something and vice versa. Your person's going to learn too. Your person's going to learn too. Just bad luck. It's just a lot of bad luck. Double bad luck, okay? A lot of bad luck, but that's okay because this bad luck is here to teach you at the Hierophant, okay? There's no need to rush this connection, and let me tell you why, because this is your Emperor. This is your Emperor. Your Emperor is just doing what your Emperor needs to do to get a hold of themselves as well. This person brings you happiness, okay? This person is what direction you're taking, you're headed in, okay? But there's actions of needing to learn from this individual and learn from yourself, the equal give and take of learning between both of you, okay? What can you learn from this person? What can you learn from yourself because of this person or because of the relationship? Not necessarily the person, but the relationship, the negatives, the positives. What can you learn? Knight of Wands in reverse. There is a lack of passion coming through, and the King of Wands, definitely. Possible fire energy here, heavy, very heavy fire energy. We have the Emperor, we have the Knight of Wands in reverse, and the King of Wands in reverse. Clearly, there's a separation here. There is a disunion. Your Emperor is separated, right? Your Emperor is this fire energy. Doesn't have to be, but could be dealing with a fire sign, masculine fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius. But it's this your person right now is just needing mental clarity in their own, right? but they're reevaluating their shit. So I think it's time for you to do the same. This is a sense of both of you guys learning from each other here, okay? So let's get some overall advice from Spirit. We're going to pull some energy for you, overall advice energy for you and your person here, so that we can kind of get a feel between the connection even more. All right, Spirit, show us what we need to see here. All right, Spirit, what do we need to see here? We have wedding rings. Union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. This is a soulmate connection, okay? There's just a little bit of bad luck right now. The action you need to take is focusing on you, okay? You need to focus on this decision to end this bad luck cycle, this decision to take your time, okay? This decision to stop being heartbroken over this connection and to wake up and understand that if you want this connection, you need to wake up and understand. You know what I mean? That this is your happiness. If this is your happiness, then learn from this. Learn where you went wrong or what decisions you made that led you astray. Not saying that this person doesn't have faults here. I'm saying that it's important to understand what you can control and what you can't control, okay? And what you can do about yourself and what you can't do about yourself, okay? I know it seems confusing, but I think in time you'll understand, because this connection is going to wake you up to understanding. Let's get a little bit more here. We're almost done here, you guys. Wow. Okay. I'm taking it all. You saw how stubborn the cards were there for so long. I want to make sure I didn't skip something. Okay. Let's take a look here. Twin flames. Okay. Soulmate connections to me and twin flames are very similar. Some soulmate connections are meant to last and some aren't. Okay. You can really love somebody and they can walk away, and that was what it was meant for, was for them to walk away to teach you something. Again, this is like an equal give and take here. And like I said, you see this person as your emperor, but it's this sense of, you know, yeah, this may be your emperor in your eyes, but you're made to learn something here, okay? I'm just going to go over these so you kind of understand what's going on here. So there's wedding rings, there's union, there's marriage, there's a soul connection, there's eternal life, eternal love, everlasting promise, okay? But there's this girl with a snake. There's this some sense of being charmed or used, okay? Because you're not setting boundaries, okay? So this is a twin flame connection. It's this connection of you learning, okay? You learning from this individual to set boundaries for yourself. Again, I see why it's so hard to make this decision, and this is why Divine comes in and makes it for you. Divine made this decision to pull this person away from you because you weren't seeing that you were being used. You see this person and you want to take action towards this emperor because you see this emperor as your happiness. But honey, with the Hierophant here at the end, you're supposed to learn from this individual. This person has their own disunion, okay? Their own separation, their own issue. They're evaluating their own life, right? They have mental clarity. So if they walked away from you, it's because they had some sense of mental clarity. Addiction, codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block restraint. Abundance, keep a positive mindset, manifest exactly what you want, gratitude and bliss, okay? So you can manifest this connection if this connection is really what you want. But you need to take action and make sure this is what you want. Make sure that, you know, take the time. Again, look, double time. We have the clock. Need time, takes time, in time, cycles, time to heal, progress. Again, I feel this sense of soul connection yet twin flame. I feel like, because again, remember, you can meet twin flames multiple times, soul connections multiple times. It's not saying that the end of this is the end forever. It's just saying that you're supposed to learn something from this ending. Some form of addiction, codependency. But again, take time so that you can figure out what it is that is the addiction between this connection. Talk to friends, girl talk, right? Talking, double. You're waiting to communicate with this person instead of working hard to figure out what it is that led this connection astray. How can you connect with this person if you don't even know what went wrong? Does that make sense, Taurus? My advice for you is to focus on what it is that is this codependency, this obsession, okay? Not saying that this relationship is over indefinitely, but saying that this relationship based off of this energy is over. There's something that you need to learn from this individual, and that is to set boundaries. All right, Taurus, that's all I have for you this week. I'll tune in next week to your vibes and we'll see where you're at. Stay blessed, blessed be. Don't forget, if this resonates for you, let me know down in the comments how it does. Let me know how you handled the actions and what actions you took to better yourself. Let me know in the comments below. And like I said, I'll see you guys next week. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I'll see you guys later. Bye.